stung me in the left nut. It was a fucking mayonnaise smoothie.
You telling me I could sit here and just will a nut out of my body?
I couldn't even eat it. I'm like...
And he's like a hibernating bear. Do you think a testicle would float or sink?
All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Work Husbands Podcast, Season 1, Episode 4. I'm Dylan.
I'm Alex.
And what's up, man? It's been like 10 minutes since I talked to you last.
Yeah, literally just took a break, came back, filmed another episode.
Yeah, so we're in the same clothes. Alex forgot his shirt, so out of solidarity to my brethren, I didn't want to change my clothes because I feel like that'd be kind of a dickhead move.
Yeah, dude, if it looked like I just wore the same clothes each week.
And I changed, because we're at my house, for those of you guys who don't know. But yeah, so be sure to like and subscribe and review us and all that stuff. We are on YouTube. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on, like, Google Podcasts.
Fucking everything,
We're on fucking ham radio.
Literally
we're on
everything.
Literally everywhere. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. So please go give us a follow. Leave a review if you guys are enjoying the show. Leave any comments, anything you guys want to suggest down below. And all the information, all the links and all that stuff will be down in the description box of the YouTube video. And can we do that in show notes on Apple Podcasts and stuff? Can we link anything down there?
Yeah, I mean,
we're still figuring shit out.
You can do timestamps. You can do all sorts of shit.
Hey, buddy. Got a question for you.
Okay. Hit me with it.
Okay. Do you ever say bad stuff in your sleep?
I'm sure I do. I have a lot of times where Serena will wait, like, I'll get up for work or whatever, and she goes, this pisses me off more than anything. Dude, she'll get up, and she'll go, you know you're talking in your sleep? I'm like, oh, yeah?
No, I didn't, because I was asleep.
What was I saying? And she goes, don't know. Couldn't understand it. And I'm like, then keep your mouth shut. Like, I was so interested.
Yeah.
And then nothing. Just goaded me.
Yeah, it pisses me off.
Why'd you say something?
So Audrey, a little backstory. Yeah.
You did something bad?
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
Oh, no.
So I don't even know. I don't even want to say this because it's not true. But I said it in my sleep, and it's too funny not to share with you guys.
Yeah.
Like we said a million times before, this podcast is like a fucking group chat. Dude, me and him, you guys are a fly on the wall of our dumbass conversations that we were gonna have at work anyways.
You were unconscious. You can't be blamed for anything you said.
True.
It wouldn't hold up in a court of law.
Okay, true. But I just don't want it the court of public opinion on the internet. Dude, they don't give a shit.
No,
they don't give a shit. They're just like, you tweeted this one thing when you were 12 years old, your life should be over.
It's true.
So stupid.
Don't make them go dig on your Twitter.
So my Twitter's private.
Oh, good.
So, not that I have anything bad on there. I just don't use it. So, but maybe cut that part out. Maybe I got some bad shit on there.
That's what I was thinking. I was already thinking about it.
Yeah. So a little backstory. I've always been like a sleep talker my whole life. My dad said I did when I was a kid. Like my cousins, anybody that I've stayed the night with, are like, you talk in your sleep. It's always been a thing. And since I've moved in with my now wife, we've slept in the same bed for 2 years now.
Yeah.
She has like a fucking folder on her phone of multiple things that I've said when I've like fallen asleep.
Like videos?
Yeah, videos. I said she should post them on TikTok. It'd be funny. But there was this is not the one that I said, but a few years ago, to kind of lead you guys into what I actually said, we were really into Game of Thrones, like one of our favorite shows. I fucking love Game of Thrones.
Dude, don't come after me. I still need to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a podcast with you. I literally have a Game of Thrones tattoo, like, in the fucking chamber. Just don't have the money to do it. But, so anyway, so we were watching Game of Thrones, and there's a girl on there. Her name's Catelyn Stark. She's the mom of the Stark children.
I remember her.
Oh, yeah, you've seen some of it.
Yeah, I'm like 2 seasons in.
Yeah, you know Catelyn. And so there was this video. I'll have to have her show you, bro. There's a video where, like, I'm rolled over in bed, and this was, like, before we lived together. So I'm, like, staying the night at her house, and I'm like, what the fuck did I say? I was like, yeah, you know that one thing where, like, Catelyn Stark was, like, put a hoodie on those kids? It was, like, nonsense.
Sure.
And I remember.
It usually is.
I remember, dude, I have a vivid memory of, like, I now know that Audrey was trying to get a video. But at the time, I remember being rolled over 2 seconds away from being asleep. I wanted to tell her this one thing, and I wanted to go to sleep.
Yeah.
She kept asking me. She was like, what did you say? And I was getting fucking pissed. I'm like, fucking Catelyn Stark. What the fucking...
In your sleep?
I started getting pissed, bro. I'm like, oh, my God. I already told you. Like, she has a video of all this.
That's amazing.
So that's not the story. So I've said
I need to see that video.
Yeah, it's funny. I've said a bunch of outlandish shit.
Have you ever had, like, an actual wet dream?
No, because every time that it happens, I wake up.
Really?
Like it's about I think it's gonna happen, and then I wake up. But there was one time, and it's not piss. I promise you. There was one time that I came home
Why did you have
from
to say that? Now I think it's piss.
because I don't know what it was,
It's
but
definitely piss.
I don't. No, here's the thing. This is fucking weird. So I came home from this. I used to go to my dad's in the summer because my mom and my dad had been split up since I was a kid. So I would spend the summer with my dad, and then all the school year was at my mom's. So I came back and my bedroom was like under construction or something. I was sleeping out in the living room on this futon that we had, and it was a white futon. And I remember what?
Nothing.
No, it plays into the story.
Okay.
So it's a white futon. That's how I knew it wasn't. Two reasons why I knew it wasn't piss. So I fucking woke up. I'd fallen. It was like right before school started. I was watching a movie, fell asleep, woke up the next morning, and there was like not right in front because I was laid over on my side, and like a couple inches in front of like near my like crotch area, there was like a wet spot.
Okay.
And I was like, but I had shorts and underwear on. Nothing. I wasn't wet at all.
Okay.
And it was a white futon, so like it wasn't yellow. I don't know what the fuck it was. And I don't think I had like a wet dream. I don't know.
Like
what
there
it
was a wet spot on the futon. It was still wet.
It was still wet.
But your shorts weren't wet.
All dry. Everything. I was completely dry. I had no stench of pee. You know when
That's
pee
so
dries.
weird.
Dude, it was weird. I still have no idea what it was.
That's
so I don't think so.
Uber weird.
I don't think I've ever had.
I have.
You have?
It's super weird. You
I
almost
bet.
feel like violated.
I bet.
Like it's kind of odd because like the fact that you can fully get yourself there by
While
not
you're asleep.
doing anything.
What if you were sleeping in the same bed with your like, grandma or something, dude?
Dude, you know what's worse is I was sleeping in the same bed with
Oh,
my
no.
now fiance.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, it's bad.
How is that bad? It's
How
better
do you
than like
explain?
your sister.
Yeah, but okay,
You know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true. But how do you explain like?
Oh,
Yeah, I
God,
just
did
got
you think
my-
you were just being creepy?
I just got my right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Oh,
you see what
okay,
I'm
I
saying?
gotcha,
Like
I
there's all
gotcha.
those worries where you're like,
So you're like,
just
hey,
ex-
I just met you. We just started dating. By the way, I jerked off next to you while you were
I just
sleeping.
got my rocks off while you were just laying there.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
Right. I mean, we were a few years into dating, so
Oh,
it
okay,
wasn't that
okay.
big a deal. But like,
And she's pretty chill. I mean,
It's-
she's awesome.
yeah.
So like, I'm sure she was just like, whatever.
yeah,
You know?
I said it. I even remembered the dream,
Yeah.
dude. It blows my mind that that's a like that's
That is pretty
possible.
crazy. You know, you can do it like with your mind, like with meditation.
Shut up.
I remember seeing this video on Tosh.0.
You're telling me I could sit here and just will a nut out of my body?
Will a nut.
God damn it. If ambidextrous wasn't the name of this episode, that would be.
Will a nut out of my body.
Oh my god.
Dude. There's a fucking
Dude, god damn it.
there was an episode of Tosh.0 where this dude, it just like cut to this video of this guy going and his whole body was
Shut
red.
the fuck up.
His whole body was red and he was like I'm done.
How long did it take him?
I don't know, 30 seconds maybe.
Shut up.
Dude, he was just like he had no shirt on and he busted in his
He
pants.
willed the nut out of his own body.
willed the
He
nut
literally
out
just
of
went,
his body.
I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, dude, I don't know if I could ever meditate that hard. I think about too much shit when I start meditating. You know what I mean? Like if I try to like for anxiety, I start thinking about too much shit.
In my head, I just go, why would I try to do it this way when I could totally just do it in like 30 seconds the normal way?
30 seconds?
Dude, you're telling me you can't
20
get yourself off like that, like fucking stupid fast?
I don't do that.
Ever.
No. I'm a Christian.
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Christian boy. Whenever I think about it, I go pray.
I'm a monk.
I'm a monk. Okay. Let's see what else we fucking got on the menu. The other day, I think I've told you this story though. Did I tell you the story about? So have you ever been? You know how as a male, I'm trying to think of how to start this.
Yeah.
As a male, how one of the most painful things ever is when you get kicked in the nuts or like flicked even.
One of the most painful.
The most painful
That
thing.
is the worst thing. Like, here's the thing. I saw a joke just the other day
Yeah.
where this guy, I mean, I say it's a joke. I think it's true. This is how he laid it out. He goes, there's a lot of argument between, who has a higher pain tolerance, men or women,
Yeah.
right? And he goes, so a woman can go through natural childbirth and
You're gonna offend a lot of people here.
and with no epidural,
Yeah.
right? And they will come very, very close to knowing what it's like when a guy has a common cold.
Oh my god.
And I lost it. And then he goes, so I'm going to go home now early from work because I have a splinter.
So he's basically calling guys bitches.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he was making a joke on us.
That's funny.
And it was so good.
Dude, there's a guy, my mom's ex-husband, you know this. guy.
Yeah.
Very, very terrible human. So I have no like
desire to talk about him at all.
No, not even that. I have no qualms with like talking shit on him because fuck that guy, honestly.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Without getting too personal into it, abusive piece of shit.
Oh!
So not gonna say any names.
Get added.
But he was the fucking dude. He was like comically dramatic when he would get sick. So like I remember when I was a kid, I've had like bad anxiety. I've had off and on bad anxiety my whole life.
Sure.
And when I was a kid, I was a really bad hypochondriac, and I was like,
I still am.
I can be, but I'm better now. But I was terrified of getting sick, like everything, bro. And my thing was like throwing up. Terrified. I still hate it.
Yeah.
And so I worried myself to the point of having a literal stomach ulcer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys have ever had stomach ulcer before, but it is like it comes in waves. At least for me, it did, and it was like every 5 minutes or so, it's like somebody took a knife and heated it up and stabbed you in the stomach with it. It's like the most painful. And I was like 9 years old. I remember I was 9 because I remember crying on my brother's first birthday. I was born when he was 8.
God.
And my grandma just like holding me. Dude, I was just like, it's terrible. It's
Yeah.
terrible. So anyways, it was really painful. It was really bad. And I had like a legit medical condition. I remember when I was going through that, my mom's ex-husband was like, thought I was faking, was pissed that I had to go to the doctor. And they were like, no, he has something like actually wrong with him. And still,
Yeah.
he did that when I had pneumonia, which is a fucking serious thing.
Yeah, it can
And,
kill
like,
you.
Yeah, it can like literally kill you. I had pneumonia twice. And like, he did the same thing with my siblings.
But then he gets the sniffles and he's probably like, I'm literally going to die.
Dude, I'm not even going to exaggerate for you guys. He either had the cold or he had a hangover.
Mm-hmm.
And so you would have thought this dude was on his fucking deathbed. So he gets up at like 1 or 2 p.m. He'd been sleeping all day. And his big thing was, got to go to church. We got to keep up with the Joneses' appearances and all that shit because that's just how he was.
Yeah.
And so he skipped church. Oh, my God. He skipped church. So I knew something
So it was bad.
Well, it was a hangover. Everybody's had a fucking hangover before. And so he comes out of the bedroom. This is his voice, bro. He's like walking like a zombie. He's like, Blake, can you get me some water? Like, he acted like he just got shot in the face.
That's me every time I'm sick.
Dude, it was
I
just
know
like,
it sounds stupid because, like, dude, us guys, like, I'm sorry. Most guys, pussies when we're sick. Like, I just want to be babied when I'm sick. By the way, we totally fucking skipped your topic.
What?
About being flicked in the nuts, hitting the nuts. That's what you needed to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
That's what.
Shit.
Yeah.
This is what we do. We just go on tangents. Anyways.
Yeah, so
to end that one, he was big fat pussy. And when I got a legitimate medical condition, or my siblings or anybody, it was just like, oh, you're faking
it.
But with him, it's like,
yeah,
whatever.
you've got a headache and a dry throat.
Yeah,
and
you're
it's the end
fine.
of the
You have
world.
Satan's poking you in the stomach with his pecker. Like, no, you're good. Nah, you're good, bro. But I
Yeah.
have a hangover because I'm an alcoholic and I've drank. You know,
Yeah.
you should be used to hangovers by now when you drink that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was literally like, Blake. Dude, it was wild. But no, the stung and the nuts story.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I kind of just gave it away. But so for guy, oh yeah, because you had made that you'd said that guy had made that joke about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like one of the most painful things, if not the most painful thing for a dude, is to get like hit in the nuts.
In
So,
any capacity.
I was like 5 years old, and I got a big family. I got a massive family. We were having a big family get together, and at my great aunt's house, and all the kids. I was like 5. All the kids. I had some other cousins who were probably like 12, 13. Like we had a whole range of them. There was like probably 10 of us out in the front
You
yard.
said you were 5?
Yeah, I was like
Okay.
5, and all my cousins were out there. We had a ton of us, all the kids, and all the older cousins were jumping up and hanging on this tree limb, right?
Yeah.
So just a little like visual. All I had on, because I was a 5-year-old kid, I had on a pair of loose shorts. That was it. No shirt, no shoes, nothing. You know, fucking just free balling.
Yeah.
And so my
you're
cousins,
5.
yeah, and I was
Wouldn't
like,
have surprised me if you said you were naked.
yeah, no shit. And my cousin was like, they kept jumping up and hanging on the tree line, doing pull-ups and stuff, and I couldn't reach it because I was 5.
You're just like, I want to do it.
I was like, hey, can you guys lift me up? And one of my cousins was like, yeah, sure. He lifts me up. Dude, I was on the tree limb for 5 seconds, and a wasp flew up my shorts and stung me in the left nut. Dude, it was probably the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. I remember running inside.
What was your first, like, did you just drop off?
I dropped and screamed. Dude, I walked inside.
You're lucky it was a wasp, though.
I know.
Because then you don't have to get a stinger out.
Oh, dude.
Imagine if it was a bee. Your mom would have to. My mom used to have to scrape them with a credit card because that's the way. That's the best way to get a stinger out.
Yeah.
Is like if it's under the skin, like if it's flush with the skin, you just like scrape it with a credit card and it gets it out.
Oh, dude.
Like imagine being 5 years old. Not only did you get stung by a bee in your nutsack, but now you have to have somebody hold tight your nutsack.
Yeah.
And scrape a stinger out.
Dude,
you're so lucky it was a wasp.
Well, kind of, because I had to walk because I have a big family. All the kids
You're not
were outside.
allergic though, right?
No.
Okay, that's good.
All the kids were outside, so all of the older relatives were inside, like sitting around, just hanging out. So I walked in with my nuts in my hand, like bawling.
Yeah.
And then I remember looking up at one of my uncles, and he's just like, "The fuck!" Like,
yeah.
all of my family is just staring at me with my nuts in my hand. So I'm like. Severe pain, and then extreme embarrassment, just fucking all in
You're like, I don't care, help me.
Yeah.
It's gonna fall out.
Mom, I'm dying.
Yeah, it's gonna fall right out of my body, Mom. Fix it, please.
Dude, it was awful.
Dude,
has anything like that ever happened to you is what I was gonna ask
I cut open my nutsack one time. Yeah, on like a tire swing.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude. I was at like a camp out. It's called the 101 Club.
Yeah.
It's like a AA recovery thing. I wasn't in recovery, but a bunch of my family was in recovery. Wow. So they've been in recovery for a super long time.
Fucking druggie.
So we went. It's like a once a year thing. They go out. They like cook a big hog. It's a huge thing.
Sounds like fun.
Like hundreds of people come.
Yeah.
It's insane. And there's like a swing there with like a, I don't know, there like used to be a tire at the end of it. Now it's like a plank of wood or something like that. Whatever. But you remember those like swings? It's like the chain, but it's covered in like the rubbery plastic, right?
Oh, that shit when you pinch your fingers,
dude. Yeah,
pinch your nuts in that.
That's what it was like, and it was like part of it was missing.
Yeah.
And, it was chipped away. It's old, right?
Man, the good old days.
And I like climb up a little ladder. I'm like at the top. You're not even supposed to swing from here. I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. Here's the funniest part about all this. Okay, I was like 15.
Oh, you weren't a kid.
No.
Well, you were, but you're not like a.
No.
Well, that's about the right age.
There's
just do
no
dumb
excuse
shit like that.
Yeah, but I mean.
You're 15 though. That's excuse.
Yeah, I got hair on my nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I go up here.
Long.
I grab. I grabbed the thing, and I jumped off and I swung. The rubber splits, and so it didn't like come off the thing, but it splits from another part of the rubber.
Yeah.
And I just fall and slide all the way down.
Oh.
And then at the very, very end, there was no rubber, and a piece of the chain link had broken.
Oh shit!
And it snags me. It cuts my shorts. It cuts my shorts wide open. Snags me, and I had like a gash like that big. Dude, it was awful.
Did they fall out?
No, I didn't even go to the hospital.
What?
It wasn't like laying open or anything, but it cut me really good. But it wasn't like laying.
Did you get
open.
an infection?
No, I kind of like I had like a paper towel and I
Yeah.
pinched them real hard. Just like the skin. Ooh. Had to like pinch it real hard and just kind of like get it to stop bleeding, and then I think I taped like a gauze patch to it, and I just kept going with the weekend because like we're out there, so it's not like like if I had to go home, it's like
you went the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I just didn't get in the pool because I didn't want like chlorine and shit like that.
Your nuts floating around just for a little.
Do you think a nutsack? Oh no, dude. Do you think a testicle would float or sink?
That's a good question.
Dude, do you think
I think it would float.
You think so?
Have you ever taken a bath and like you never done that,
dude,
bro?
It definitely would float, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they'd float for sure.
But is it your nut sack that's making it float?
I don't know, dude.
Because come on, there's some empty space in there.
Imagine the sound it makes when you drop one in the water. Dude, this is the stupidest fucking podcast of all time. Who gives a shit?
Dude,
these are the real fucking questions, bro.
These are what people want to know.
This is what dudes think about, by the way.
Your nuts, like an actual testicle, I want to say it would sink, bro.
Think so?
Imagine how dense it is.
I don't know,
I bet it's your sack that makes them float.
All the fluid in there?
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Dude, testicles sink. We should look that up when we're done here.
Also, a little PSA for the, I guess girls too, but for the dudes out there. One time I had some pain, and that's like a weird area to like tell your doctor about.
Yeah.
And so like
it's
back
also
in high school.
Scary.
Yeah, I got a story about that. So back in high school, I would shave, shave my sack.
Yeah.
I cut it a couple times, and I don't think I did, but my doctor was like, hey, it's easy to get an infection in there, and apparently that shit could be like bad. You get like a nut infection.
What do you mean bad?
I mean, infection's not good, but if it attacks your nuts, I'm sure it probably wouldn't be very good.
Okay.
Going rogue.
Oh, you're going rogue here. He just gets up and starts walking around.
I could fucking walk upstairs.
I've cut my nuts a few times. This is not like that tire swing one is not like the only one. I've cut my nuts in the shower. That's bad. Bad.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know, dude.
That's like the area when you shave, like you're the most careful.
I am.
Apparently not.
But like I don't know what it was. It was like I took one swipe and then like lifted it up to do another one, and I think right as I lifted it up, I kind of slid sideways.
Wait. This is a real question. Are you using an electric razor or a straight razor?
So
this is gonna determine our friendship.
Oh, actually, no. The time I'm talking about was with a Manscaped razor.
Oh,
with a Manscaped trimmer.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You don't shave with a straight razor like a fucking serial killer, do you? So, no, you haven't.
So listen, okay? I have multiple times, like over 5, sliced my nutsack open.
With a straight razor?
Like whether or not, no.
Okay.
No. I have multiple times given myself like good nicks or like actually cut myself pretty good with trimmers.
I have 2, little tiny ones though.
Right. No. Like I've gotten some pretty good ones. Like ones that took me like at least the better part of an hour to get to stop bleeding.
Jesus Christ. What are you using, a lawnmower?
No, I don't want to talk shit on Manscaped. I don't, because I like Manscaped.
Yeah.
But I think I have like their very first version.
Yeah.
So I don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
But
they're on like the 4.0 or 5.0 now. I'm sure they've improved stuff.
It fucked me up. So yeah, I use a regular shave your face.
Oh.
It's so much easier than everybody thinks it is.
I feel like I would be so much more scared to do that.
It's so much simpler. I've literally
I'll take your word on this.
Never cut myself with it. Never once.
I'll take your word on this one.
No, don't get me wrong. I know I'm the outlier here. I know I am.
Yeah.
But see, you're the outlier.
You're the outlier.
With another topic we have coming.
Okay, so there was that'll be all right. That's what you guys get with this podcast, okay? Like we just talk about shit, and today we just happen to be over dick and balls. So this one was actually a little scary. It was kind of funny. I think I've told you this story, but I haven't told them this. So ever since I was in 8th grade, I found this lump on my lefty.
Oh God!
And obviously was terrified, And it wasn't actually on it, but it was like there's like things that attach to it. Without getting too descriptive, that it was on.
I mean, look up a picture.
Yeah, just look up a picture, and I think it's called the vas deferens, something like that.
The vas deferens. That's what they clip so that you don't have kids anymore.
Yeah, so it's like I was like in 8th grade and I felt this thing and like I was terrified, so terrified that I didn't even get it looked at until I was a senior in high school.
Wow.
Which if you guys had like on a serious note, like 19 to 35, at least that's what I was told when I was going all through all this. For guys, that's like prime testicular cancer age, so like check your balls, feel them around, feel for lumps,
and don't be nervous to go like ask a doctor about it,
because that's a very simple. Apparently, according to him, if they catch it early, it's like got like 90-some% survival rate.
Well, and they're professionals for a reason. They're there for that. I mean, like breast cancer, like testicular cancer, all that stuff. That stuff needs to be taken seriously for sure.
I got very lucky, and I, at the time, knock on wood, didn't have anything wrong. I'll tell you what it was, but it was super scary. I didn't get it looked at until I was a senior in high school, and then I had to end up going and getting a ultrasound on it, like they do with babies. Like, dude, it was the weirdest. Yeah, literally, bro. This was my experience getting a nutsack ultrasound.
That's the best sentence I've ever heard spoken.
That's a clip, and that's also in the intro.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking ahead. So I go in there. I was 18 or 17 or 18. I was a senior in high school, and I had this lump for a while. You know what I mean? And like since like 8th grade, and so it like scared me, and it took me up until then to tell somebody about it. So I go in, and it was just like this really like timid, like probably like middle-aged lady. Like she was like, okay, So what I had to do was I had to take my clothes off, well my pants and my underwear obviously, because they had to do an ultrasound on it. and I had to like roll up a towel and put it under so it elevated.
Under your nuts?
Yeah, so it kept it so they don't fall down between my legs. And then I had to.
You just gotta reach in there.
I had to flip the schlong up and cover that with a towel. But she was telling me.
Okay, so you've got your dick and balls in an arm bar.
One's flipped back and covered, and the other one is propped up ever so gently by a towel.
Ever so gently.
And so
just being cradled.
The way this lady had to describe it, she was like, "Okay, now you're gonna take this and put it under your testicles, and then you're gonna put this on your penis." Like she was very like I could tell she hated her.
Oh, like she did
job
not
on
want to
that
do
day.
this.
I didn't want to be there either, lady.
Yeah,
I might find out I have testicular cancer. And so she leaves.
It's not funny, but like,
I mean, it's funny now because like
because you know you don't have it. Yeah,
I actually got 2 ultrasounds, but the first one, this is the first one, and so she does the whole thing. She comes back in, and I'm like, laying on the table, like
you're just like, please don't let it be me.
Flipped up, covered by a towel.
Yeah,
nuts are propped up on a rolled up towel, and she like takes the fucking cold ultrasound stuff that they use for women, rubs it all over in a very professional way. Takes this like probe thing and then just that's boring. Dude.
Like you didn't get your nutsack ultrasound in Thailand.
Yeah, no shit. Happy ending ultrasound.
Yeah.
We should open that. That's another name for the podcast.
Dude, you said she squirts it on very professionally.
Very professionally, very nice lady. Does the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I'm in the clear, I'm good. The second time, because I had
You found another one?
It was the same one, but it was still giving me trouble. So,
like
by the way, it wasn't a cancer lump. It was like a cyst, basically, that they gave me the choice to remove or not to remove. Still haven't removed it.
You were just like,
I was like, no, I don't want to get surgery on there. Yeah, and I was so relieved. And then the second time I got one, I went in, same exact room.
What prompted you to go in again? It was just giving you
more pain,
stuff like that. Okay,
it gives me pain sometimes, and I was just hypochondriac again. So
yeah,
I was worried.
I get it.
So
dude, I get a headache for more than 2 days, and I think I have a brain tumor.
Brain cancer.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I get it.
But don't ever WebMD your symptoms.
It's the worst, dude, and I'm so bad at it because
we have runny nose or like
you have of everything right here. It's so easy to just go, what does this mean?
What does this runny nose mean? You have 4 seconds to live. Like you're like, what the fuck?
Cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So anyways, I go in the second time. Different lady, but the same room, same scenario. Flip it, roll it up, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then
you were like a pro at this time.
I was like a pro. I was like, I got this.
I know how this works. You don't even need to roll the towel. I know how I like
come in every week. And so she does the whole thing. Whatever. It's another lady. It's just her and I in the room.
Not timid old lady.
Not the timid old lady. It's another lady. She gets done with it and she goes.
Why is it always a lady when we have to get our balls checked at?
Like when I got physicals, it was always a guy.
Would you rather it be a guy or a girl?
Guy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking.
Yeah, because imagine you pop one.
Because like sometimes it's uncontrollable. Like you're like, there's a girl here in front of me and my wiener's out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I ain't
but like if there's a guy looking at it real close, like I'm so lucky.
Shrivels.
Dude, my doctor is this fucking old ass fucking shrivelly looking like Professor X looking motherfucker. Yeah. And dude, I got a physical. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could think about literally anybody right now and it would not come up.
Dude, do you ever get self-conscious the other way though?
Yeah.
You're like, you're like, okay, I want it to be like, I want it to
be impressive.
I don't want it to be
not
shriveled
like,
too much,
I don't want to
bro.
show off.
Imagine, bro, you get a physical and your doctor goes down. He goes, looks up at you. He just
dude,
goes,
fight.
Okay, guess I can.
Yeah. He looks up at you.
Not much to move out of the way.
Huh. No, I'm
dude,
like that.
He just goes. He gives you one of those.
I would kill myself.
Dude, like your professional doctor's making fun of your little pecker, like you're.
Yeah, like I already have to see it every day, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
You don't have to tell me it's small.
Yeah. So, anyways, I go in the second time. She finishes up. But, but that's why I started retelling the nut story because I wanted it to good clip start and end. So, So the second time that I went in, she finishes up. She does the whole thing. I'm fucking pro. I'm back.
Yeah.
Hands. I'm tucked. I'm flipped. I'm tucked. I'm rolled up. I'm propped. Yeah. Yeah. And it's like a weirdly romantic room, by the way. There's like it's like dark
like
everywhere.
Candlelights.
And yeah, kind of.
Like a massage parlor.
Kind of. Not even like professional
weird.
lights.
Yeah.
But it's like dark in there. It's weird. So she goes.
Maybe they need it for the ultrasound. Maybe the light interferes with it.
It might.
Because your nutsack's pretty thin.
Yeah, dude.
I know. I know what you're gonna say, and I don't want you to say it.
What?
You know, you could fucking like a bag of chips.
No, I wasn't gonna say that. What I was gonna say was, I looked over while she was doing it, by the way, and I saw like a devil's face in one of my nuts. So one of these things might kill me one of these
You got sinister sperm.
Yeah. So anyways, the thing that I was going to say, long
Another
fucking
name.
story. I hope people have not like tuned out by now.
Oh, probably. There's a lot of dick and balls talk.
So, she's like, "Hey, weird question. We don't get a lot of these. I have somebody like an intern here training. Can she?"
No.
And I was just like, at that point, I was like,
You're pro. So you're like, yeah, go ahead.
Once I get, like, I'm a shy person. I have social anxiety. But once I get comfortable with a situation, it doesn't take me long. I'm fucking in it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? I'm good. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Who cares? I don't
Yeah,
care.
she can come in and look at my nuts.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I thought it was kind of funny because she was, like, real weird about it.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, sure. And then so I'm just, like, laying there looking at the ceiling, and she's like, okay, yeah, you look over here. Like, there's a varicose vein.
And
you see that's
Garlock the Destroyer walks in.
Oh my
Then what
God.
would you do?
I can get any man that I want. But it was, but yeah, that was it. It was just a fun little.
I can't.
Cancer free as of.
That's
then.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
It's a terrifying thing.
I had a mammogram.
Oh, I think
Done.
yeah.
Yeah, I had a mammogram done because I thought I had
On them
fucking
tits.
breast cancer. Yeah, dude, this is why I didn't want to name it Tits and Lattes. Yeah. But yeah, I literally had to get a full blown mammogram done because I thought I had breast cancer. Because like
That'd be scary.
I was constantly like in pain, like just
Yeah.
around the nipple and shit like that. I went in to like a clinic
Yeah.
because I was like, man, I don't want to go to the ER for this shit. It's not like
Yeah.
an emergency. So I went into like a clinic and they sent me over to the hospital with like basically like a voucher, like it was on them type thing.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
so
pretty
like
cool.
I didn't have to pay for anything. They send me over there. They do this fucking mammogram, and I'm
They,
like,
like squish your tit.
dude, they squish it in every angle too.
Oh.
They squish it this way, and then they squish it this way, and then they squish it this way.
Yeah.
So like they do like 3 different scans,
Whatever.
whatever.
They did that with your nuts. If we got to check.
Oh my god. And then they just leave me in this room.
Yeah.
They come back like 20 minutes later. I swear they do that just for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
Right? They come back in and they go, "Do you know what gynecomastia is?"
Oof.
And I was like, "Yeah."
Bitch
And they're like,
tits.
"That's all it is."
Bitch tits.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, they go, "That's all it is." And I'm like,
What if he comes and he goes, "You've heard of bitch tits, right?" You're fucking doctor.
dude. Yeah, they're like, Have you seen Fight Club? You remember Bob?
You know
Bitch
Bob with
Tit
the-
Bob?
Yeah, Bob with the
They're
big
like,
bitch tits.
"That's you, bitch."
That's you, Bob. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out of my office.
Yeah, no, and they're basically like, so if there's any pain, that's actually a good thing because like breast cancer doesn't come with pain.
Usually it's painless.
So that's why I said earlier that like checking for breast cancer, checking for testicular cancer, like that's a real thing.
Yeah, all
And
jokes
breast cancer
aside.
in men, real. Like
Yeah,
that's
it
not,
is real. Like you
like,
have breast tissue, even though
like-
you don't have like straight up fucking yitties.
Yeah,
You still got breast
you
tissue.
can get breast cancer. It's a real thing.
Yeah, so all jokes aside, like PSA, like check your boobs, check your nuts, like it's a real thing.
Yeah,
And if
dude,
you
check
catch
your
that shit
parts.
early, then you know it's a lot more manageable, a lot more manageable.
I mean, to be fair, I've known more people who have survived from breast cancer and testicular cancer than I know who've died.
You know Furious Pete, the YouTuber,
No.
big eating challenge guy, lifts.
Oh yeah,
lifts a
yeah.
lot. I remember when he was going through his shit. I don't think he has any now. I think he had both of them removed
Really?
because he had testicular cancer. Yeah, it's
I
awful.
wonder what that'd be like. Not having any nuts.
I would
bet
like
you'd
want to
be-
get. I would want to get something implanted.
I bet you'd be super aerodynamic.
You just all of a
Bro,
sudden you're Michael Phelps.
You would have no clap.
You go, hey, bro. You shave your body, but did you get rid of your nuts so you could swim faster?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not an Olympian.
Dude, you would have no clap.
No, dude, imagine that just. You know what I mean?
It would just be thigh slapping against each
Yeah.
other. Dude,
Hey, buddy. You like microwaves? You a fan?
I do.
I heard
Yeah.
you have a pretty good microwave story.
I'm a bit of a fan.
I have a microwave story too, actually.
You do.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I bring this up because on our first episode YouTube video, my buddy comments underneath it, "Oh, I can't wait to hear about all the stories that I'm involved in from
Yeah.
like, back in the day." And I'm like, the microwave story has to come first.
Yeah, I saw
'Cause
that comment.
I can't count how many times like this story has been brought up. Because when Derek drinks, he drinks.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's all I'm
Is
gonna
he
say.
cool with you, like-
I'm just gonna say Derek.
He'll probably be cool with that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like I don't think he drinks anymore. Last thing I knew or whatnot, I
Yeah.
think I don't think he drinks anymore.
But he was.
But at least
fucking
back
a
in the
drinker.
day,
I had
yeah.
some buddies like that.
At least back in the day, like when he went hard.
Yeah.
And it's fine. It's whatever. So yeah, he's over at my house. We've all been drinking. Me, a couple other buddies, and then Derek.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was just me, Bailey, and Derek. And we'd all just been kind of drinking, kicking it, whatever. And Derek has a habit of like falling asleep. Like it's all we're all going to sleep.
Yeah.
And he falls asleep, and then he gets up, and he's like a hibernating bear that came out of hibernation.
Starving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's ready to go.
Yeah.
And I've told you before, like my house was like, eat whatever you want.
Yeah.
Don't care.
You're the hangout house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gets up from his hibernation.
Slumber.
And I just hear clang, clang, fucking bang, all in my kitchen. And I'm like, what's going on? Then I get up, and I'm like, I tap Bailey. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
You think you're being robbed?
Dude, yeah. I'm like, I'm not going up there by myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, get up, man. We're going up there. And he's like, whatever. We go up.
Yeah.
I'm like pushing him up my stairs. I'm small, man. He's
Yeah.
big as shit. You're going first.
Yeah.
Right? We get, and we look at the kitchen, and he's like mowing on
Jesus
something in one
Christ.
hand, and then he's like throwing something in the microwave with the other hand. He's like got a cup, and he's just
What's up?
like drinking water. Dude, he's not speaking any words.
Jesus.
That's the craziest part
I've
about
been
it.
that hungry.
Like I said, he's just going at it
Yeah.
with the most ferocity. And the best part about this story, the part that actually gets him crying laughing when you bring
Yeah.
this story up, is that I'm pretty sure it was just fucking shredded cheese on a fucking plate that he put in my microwave.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like a mound of shredded cheese on a plate in my microwave.
Was he stoned too?
I don't know.
Must have been.
I don't know.
dude.
But he pulls it out, and I'm not kidding. Have you seen the scene from the first Men in Black where he's getting like inducted into the Men in Black and he has to burn his fingerprints off on that
No.
on that globe? Whatever.
Okay.
Okay. He like grabs the plate, and Derek spoke no words. He just goes, and just like drops it on the counter, like
Jesus
right on the
Christ.
counter, and then just like, a couple seconds, he's like, oh, now he sees us.
Yeah.
Right? He hasn't even seen us yet.
Yeah.
Right? Now he's spotted us. He goes, and just fucking
Laughs it off.
loses his shit, right? He just
His
starts
fingerprints
laughing.
melted to the plate.
Dude, I literally like lifted it up with like a pot holder.
Yeah.
There was burnt skin underneath the plate. I tossed it away.
How long did this dude cook the cheese?
It was like microwave was here, and like probably like he took it like 4 or 5 feet.
How long did he cook the cheese?
I
Why
have
is it
no
that
idea.
hot?
It was like a chip. It was like a crusty cheese chip, right? And
Sounds
I'm
fire,
not
dude.
kidding you. He just like
Dude,
and just mouths on it, dude. And I mean, at this point, I was just like, whatever.
yeah, no shit.
Like I just went back to sleep.
Yeah.
But I told him I'd tell it, and I will.
I have a buddy. This is a short story. I had a buddy. Whenever we would drink, it doesn't matter what the fuck we would eat. He would put slices of American cheese on it. We cooked a supreme pizza, and we're like, yeah, we're fucking excited. He's
Yeah,
like, I
sounds
got
good.
you. He's like, yeah, no problem. Comes back down, dude, and he had slices of American cheese. It sounds good. It was
Was it?
fucking gross.
Did you try it?
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's not
Nobody
good.
wanted to eat it.
Oh, he put it on all of it?
The entire pizza.
He didn't just put it on the slices he was going to eat?
No, there was like 6 slices just lazily thrown on. Dude, he would do that with, it didn't matter what it was. He'd be like peanut butter and jelly with cheese. Every time he would drink, it was cheese everything.
Hey, man. I
is
like
wild.
cheese just as much as the next guy, but that's fucking criminal.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah,
criminal.
dude, we were
Have you ever
pissed.
had corn dogs with cheese on them? With an American cheese slice?
No.
That's actually, that goes hard.
I'm not a big corn dog fan, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You
It's
ever
not
had those
my
little mini
first
corn
choice.
dogs?
Yeah, little smokies. Bro, so quick microwave story. I lived at the trap house. I think we talked about that last episode. This house I lived in with like 5 other, there's like 6 dudes living in this house. So it was like a college party house, basically. And we were having a party over there one time. And one of my friends, his name's Colton. If you listen to this, Colton, I fucking love you. But he threw dry ramen noodles in the microwave and microwaved them.
No water.
No.
Did he forget it?
Our entire fucking house smelled like burnt popcorn for like a week, dude. It was.
Oh my God.
Impressive how disgusting it smelled and how long it
Really?
stuck around. It was nasty. And then I don't even think that was at a party. That was like I think it was like the day of the party. We were getting ready because everybody's chilling at the house. And then that night, also, tell me if this is on the person who left this there or if this is on us. I had a buddy. We're all drunk, okay? And he got a full bag of McDonald's.
Yeah.
And didn't eat it. He put it in the microwave.
Mm-hmm.
So we found it later, and we're like, we're eating this. Nobody had claimed
there.
it. No, he was there. We didn't know whose it was. But we're like, what idiot leaves a bag of McDonald's around a bunch of drunk people?
Yeah,
and so we
one
ate
that
it.
wants to lose to McDonald's.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
his
saying.
fault. It's his
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't know whose it was, but we were drunk, didn't
Whoever
care.
left
We were
it there, it's their
starving.
fault.
He was pissed, bro.
I mean, I'd be pissed too.
Yeah, I would too.
But
to
like
be fair.
afterwards, I'd be like,
Yeah.
that was my fault. I mean,
Yeah.
I left a full bag of McDonald's. There's nothing you want more. It's either Taco Bell or McDonald's.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only two things you want when you're fucking hammered.
Bro, one time Josh it's supposed to be a protein cake, right? We found this recipe for protein cake, and it called for like 2 scoops of protein. I'm not kidding you. Josh put like 12 scoops of protein in this cake. We baked it for like 2 hours, bro, and like it was so thick and so dense. Just the outside was baked, and it was really good, but the inside was still like soupy, and so like we knew that it was.
It was like a
uncooked
lava cake.
Yeah, but like with like it's not edible, like raw eggs and
Yeah.
shit. My buddy Trey, who you've heard many stories about.
Oh my God.
He
I've
come-
heard that this guy can be a straight up idiot.
I love you, Trey, if you listen to this. But I think it was Trey, I'm pretty sure. Comes home
I mean, we can all be idiots.
or comes in
We've all got that one friend.
and we knew that it was like raw cake in the middle. So we're like, yeah, bro, it's dipping sauce.
Stop.
We're like, yeah, bro.
Why do you do this
Like,
to him?
bro,
See, he's not an idiot. He has asshole friends. No, I take
He's
it
an
back,
asshole,
Trey.
too.
You're
No,
not an idiot.
No, he's an asshole too. We can both be assholes.
You just have dickhead
We're like,
friends.
bro, we're like,
It's dipping sauce.
Bro, it's dipping sauce, and he eats. He's like, bro, it's pretty fucking good. We're tears, bro.
Dude.
We were pretty fucked up. And then later, like I think the same night, we were all hanging out, and 2 of the other guys fucking played a prank on me, and they were making smoothies. I was like, bro, make me one. They're like, yeah, it's a protein smoothie. They fucking make me one, and it's the thickest smoothie I've ever had in my life. And I'm like, I was like, what is going on? And
Like eating
they're
wet
over
concrete.
Yeah, dude, they're over there just like dying. I'm like, what is fucking so funny? They were like, we put mayonnaise in it. It was a fucking mayonnaise smoothie.
Dude, leave it to us, stupid. Was it good?
I couldn't even eat it. I'm like, they didn't give me a spoon.
I'm clipping that.
God damn it, motherfucker.
Oh, it's
You
going to the
motherfucker.
It's going to the intro, dude. It's so good.
There's a better one for you.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah, dude. Good
Oh
times, good
God,
times.
yeah. So Dylan jerks off with his left hand.
Jesus Christ, right into it.
Man, you know
No
what?
lose.
Oh God, holy shit. Oh man,
Alex does this thing when he starts laughing too hard. He's like, I can't. He holds his face. What the fuck?
I don't know where it started, dude. But I've done it forever. It's like I'm trying not to cry.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, I can't. I said that you jerk off with your left hand, and it's totally true.
Maybe I do. Maybe I don't.
So,
Dude,
from
I swear to
what
God,
I've
my
been told,
sisters are listening to this. I'm gonna fucking die of embarrassment. Don't listen to this podcast if you're related to me.
well, yeah, you have their numbers. Just text them. Tell them not to listen to episode 4.
Yeah, don't listen to
Episode 4 will have however many, 3 sisters.
Yeah.
Well, they'll have 3 less views. That's
Okay,
fine.
Okay.
We're okay with that.
So we'll get 5 views. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, yeah, Dylan tells me one day that he jerks off with his left hand, which he's right fucking handed.
Yeah, what's
now,
wrong with that?
here's my issue. If there's one thing that anybody comments on, when we say comment down below, okay, it has to be this. Tell me I'm not crazy for a right-handed person to be jerking off with their left hand. Because I couldn't do it if I fucking tried.
Why? Does it feel like awkward? Feel weird?
I don't have any control over my left hand like that.
But to be fair, I also play like I'm not a good guitarist by any means, but like when I play guitar, it is left-handed, and I kick with my left foot.
That's also weird.
But I am right-handed with everything else.
See, that's weird.
It
as
is
well.
weird.
Like the fact, and the reason we brought this up is because I called him ambidextrous because of this, which I think was just kind of genius
That's
on my
fucking
part.
genius.
But I don't. I've never heard of somebody. That'd be like if I, like, I might just be lying on Serena's name right now, but I'm pretty sure she wipes her ass with her left hand.
Ew.
And she's a right-handed person.
Yeah.
That's not okay. I don't think...
That's weird. For some reason, that's way more weird to me.
See, how is that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
You want to know what it was? God, this is like... I don't even know if I want this shit on the internet, bro. Fuck it, dude.
Dude, you put it on there.
This is your story, though. This was your idea. So, when I was a young lad...
A young boy,
I, as us guys do, when you start going through puberty, certain hormones start going off.
Yeah.
And then
everything's firing.
Everything's firing. And when I had first did it, I think because I am right-handed, I was just like, put it on my left hand. Like, use my right hand to apply it.
I guess that makes sense.
And then it just stuck. I don't know.
I guess that makes sense. But I'm like, I couldn't imagine.
It is weird.
I'm just trying to think of all the things that I could and couldn't do with my left hand.
Yeah.
And, like, it's a lot of stuff that I couldn't do with my left hand.
I'm weird. I mean, like, not to humble brag. Tanner, fuck you. But, like, there's things like...
Fuck Tanner.
I love you, Tanner. But I'm decently coordinated with my left hand. Like, I had an injury to my left pec, like, in high school. And so I would...
To your right pec?
My right pec, sorry. So to my right pec, because I'm right-handed, and, like, it was during football practice, and, like, I can't throw with it because it just, like, puts all that strain on there. I got really fucking good at throwing with my left hand, and it didn't take that long for me to pick it up. So I don't know if I do...
So maybe you are just ambidextrous, and then...
I'm not fully.
And then...
I think a little bit. Like, I do certain things with the left side of my body, this being one of those things. But, like I said, I play guitar left-handed. I have a left-handed guitar literally right over there. Like, I kick with my left foot. I jump off of my left foot. So, like, I don't know.
That's crazy. Because I just can't... there's nothing... Also, I've been meaning to ask you this. I know it sounds crazy. Okay, but this is one of those things. Like, you came after me with the shaving my balls thing, right? This is one of those things where it's going to depend on our friendship. Okay. When you wipe your ass, okay, do you wad the paper up or do you fold it? Because I'm telling you, that's a fucking deal breaker.
That's a deal breaker?
Dude, I have a buddy who wads, and I've never been more pissed off to find out that information.
I would say that it's not 100% one way all the time.
Really?
Probably 90%.
That's weirder.
90%. I don't know why, dude. I don't know.
I feel like you shit all the time, right? I think so there's got to be like a fucking habit formed.
90% is folding.
Okay.
It's so much safer.
Yeah, I just can't. Like, that's what I said to him.
I'm much safer.
You cannot trust the structural integrity of a wad.
Yeah, because there might be a little hole that you don't see.
The second you move it, ploop.
Yeah.
Like, what then?
Finger in poop.
Dude, then what?
Yeah.
Now you got to spend extra time on cleanup. That's nuts.
Yeah, and then I got to know in my head, like, if I'm at work, I got to know all day I had shit on my hands 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and everybody knows the first wipe is damage control. Everyone knows this. So that if you slip on that first one, that's the worst.
Yeah,
it's over. Go home.
Your life's over.
Yeah.
You just leave with your head hung down.
Dude, I had to know.
So I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah, which I guess is just totally fine. I mean, it's not like I'm not like gonna crucify you for it, but like, I mean, it is weird.
It's just like you do things for like most of your life you don't even think they're weird until you like butter coffee.
Well, I only brought it up.
You tell other people and they're like, "What the fuck did you just say to me?"
I only brought it up because when we actually had this conversation the first time at work, you were like, "That's not weird," and I'm like, "Dude, ask literally anybody."
Well, I've had time to think about it,
and then you're like, "Okay, yeah, a little bit weird. It is different for sure."
Yeah, it is. Yeah, bro. Just sometimes you do weird shit, and then you don't know it's weird until you tell somebody else.
Yeah,
and that's just the way it be.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure there's
nobody would ever
things.
If you were like the only man on the face of the earth, like the only person on the face of the earth, you would never think anything's weird, because nobody would tell you.
Yeah, you really wouldn't.
Yeah, nobody would ever tell you like that's not normal.
You want to know something that blew my fucking mind?
Yeah,
I think it's in Infinity War, Avengers Infinity War.
Okay,
when the Guardians of the Galaxy find Thor, right? They get him onto his ship.
Yeah, he's like floating out in space.
Yeah, like it's a one-off line that like I've never even thought about in my life, but then it like made me think deeply about something. They were like, he was talking about, he's like, oh, I gotta go to like Nelvadir or whatever the fucking place is called, and one of the Guardians is like, that's a made-up word, and he goes, all words are made up, and I was like, fucking right. And then I'm like, how did we come to this? Is a tangent that we don't have to go into, but my thought process was like, holy shit, you're right. And then I was like, how did we come to this language? how the fuck did we get to, like, you understand what I'm saying? We came up with these words and these letters. These all go together a certain way. I just went down this weird rabbit hole.
Dude, I do that all the time. I completely understand what you're talking about.
It's like
I don't know the answer to your question.
I don't either.
I don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
But I do that all the fucking time.
It's like when somebody brings up space. I
literally told you the other day that I was like, isn't it weird that your tongue doesn't actually fit in your fucking mouth?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird shit like that.
It's like when you think about, like, when somebody starts talking, like, really talking about space, and you really think about how fucking
vast,
endless it is, and how there's probably definitely other, like, planets like ours with people. There's 2 other fucking idiots named fucking, I don't even know. I can't think of a funny name. 2 other idiots like us with the same podcast.
Cut that.
Do you believe in the multiverse theory?
Ooh.
Or like every possibility that could ever happen is in another alternate universe? Because that would be endless. There's endless combinations.
Is that the multiverse theory, or is the multiverse theory just like alternate realities?
I mean, I think there's that, but
I understand.
I don't know what it's called, but it's another thing.
I saw an episode of Rick and Morty that's like that. It's like every time they roll the dice. No, it was the show Community. You ever seen that show?
Yeah, episodes.
Yeah, with Ken Jeong
and Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an episode of that where they were like playing a board game or something, and every time they rolled the dice, whatever they didn't roll would have like something happened. It was like it would like create an alternate reality type thing. Yeah, I don't see why not. I don't see why not. I mean, who am I to say that that's not possible?
Guess we'll have to save that for another time.
Yeah. That'll be a fat episode.
Yeah, dude. Well, we'll save that conversation for another day. But that is going to wrap up episode number 4 of the Work Husbands podcast. Like I said, we did batch record these, so there wasn't a lot of new shit that happened. But
no,
I still had a lot of fun on this one. This one was fun. Sorry, this one was so much about dick and balls.
Episode 7 will be like the next banger.
Yeah, we're batch recording next week too.
Yeah, we got to batch record episodes 5 and 6,
which is fun. This is fun.
Yeah, so episode 7 will be like we would have had 2 weeks off from each other.
So if we're a little rusty on episode 7, that's why. Yeah,
but we also might have new content to talk about, like new topics and stuff to bring up on episode 7.
What are we gonna do? 10 a season?
Yeah.
So 10 episodes. I mean, we're only at 4 right now. We just started this fucking podcast, but we just want to let you guys know as of right now, like if you see the clips and stuff, or like even the YouTube titles and everything, it's season 1 episode. Like this will be season 1 episode 4. We're gonna do like 10 episodes per season because it's us doing all of the editing, all that stuff. It's just very time consuming. So little breaks in between to keep everything fresh, I think is cool. We never even talked about it. I know we talked about it last episode, but like how fucking sick is the logo? We got that installed today before we batch recorded these, and like I just can't get over it. It's fucking
it was a pain in the ass, but we got it up.
Hopefully by maybe either by episodes 5 and 6 or by episode 7, we'll have a backdrop up too. So like everything's coming together.
I think
we want to get
7.
By 7.
Yeah.
We want to get better lights in here. We just want to make some upgrades so it visually looks better for you guys. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
It's a pretty good podcast.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, follow us on all of our socials. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts.
Anywhere you want to listen to one, we're there.
We're pretty much anywhere and everywhere, and all of that information will be down in the description box below. We'll be in the show notes and all that stuff, so go check that out. But that is it for episode 4 of the Work Husbands podcast. We love you guys. Be nice, do good things, and we'll see you next time.